I'm Charles with Rocky Mountain ATVMC, and today I'm going to show you how to install a Tusk 12-inch shock tower LED light bar kit on your Can-Am Maverick X3. It's going to be a similar process for any of these X3s, whether it's a 2-seater or a 4-seater, and it's pretty simple to do. Now these are a low profile design and they're going to give you the extra light that you're looking for. So let's go ahead and jump into the process. To get the light bar installed, we need to remove a few items. So we're back here by the seat belts on the passenger side. We need to remove both of these upper straps. We're going to use an 18mm socket to remove those nuts. Next, we need to slide the seat back so the two slots in the seat line up with the two mounting holes in the back. And we're going to use an 18mm socket to remove both of those nuts. Then in the front, we're using a 13mm socket and combo wrench to remove both of these bolts. Now that we have all the hardware out, we can go ahead and remove the seat. Next, we need to gain access to our bus bar. So we need to remove both of these panels, and they're held into place by clips. So we've got a couple of clips on here that make it so we just need to pull straight out on this, and those clips should break free. Next, we need to remove this plastic piece on the center console. So we're going to need a T30 Torx bit and some trim clip pliers. Next, we're going to remove the plug so we can install our rocker switch. So you're going to have two tabs on the back side. Just squeeze those and push this out. We're going to disconnect the negative terminal on our battery. Now we're going to remove the hood. This just pops right off. Next, we'll use both of these bolts to attach our light bar mount. So we're going to remove these with a 10mm socket and wrench. Now our kit came with a spacer and a washer, and for this particular machine, we're actually not going to use the spacer. We're actually just going to use this washer, and we're doubling it up with the washer off this bolt. If we don't do it this way, the bolt isn't going to be long enough. So what we're going to do, set the bolt through the bracket. We've got both the spacers in the grommets. Go through both washers, and then we're going to install the nylock nut on the back side. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Then you're going to adjust everything where you want it and tighten it down. So your light bar is going to come with several different brackets, but these L brackets are what you're going to use. So we have this rubber pad. I'm going to lay that on the back side, and then we're going to take the M6 by 25mm bolt. Then we've got the M6 lock washer and nut on the back side. I'm going to thread that on and then do the same thing on the other side. You want to square these up, and then we're going to tighten this hardware down. Then to install the light bar, we're using the two M8 by 16mm bolts. Go in the side of the L brackets. And then once you have these installed, you can adjust everything for optimal fitment and then tighten everything down. Now to wire everything up, it's actually pretty simple. You've got two wiring harnesses, and you actually do not need this extra length of wire in the second harness. So you've got your switch. We're going to replace that with a rocker, but we're going to do that later. This obviously connects into your light bar. You've got a relay, and these wires go to battery power. Now, since we're going to run our switch to key on power, we are going to use this extra length of wire, and we're going to show you how to connect that in a minute. But the first thing we need to do, we're going to start by that bus bar, and then we need to run this wire through our firewall. There's a grommet. We're going to poke this through and route it up to the light bar. Okay, so we're back by the bus bar. We're starting with most of the harness back here, and then this connector going to the light bar. We're going to start running this up along the existing wiring harness, and at the same time, we're going to route the wires for our rocker switch, and I'm going to pull off the old rocker switch right now. And then this is where these two wires part ways, so I'm just going to stick the light bar wire into the other side of the cab, and then the rocker switch wires we're going to route right through our new mounting location. So on the driver's side, we're taking this plug. We're going to run this up by the wires going through the dash, and we're going to route it through that grommet. Then we'll go through that center diamond right underneath the upper shock mount. And then we're going to disconnect this small lead from the light bar and connect the light bar into our wiring harness. Just make sure it's locked all the way in. And then we have all this extra slack, so we can take that back out and pull this wire back towards that bus bar. So in the middle we have a constant power. So we're going to hook the red wire here and the black wire to the ground, which is on top. So the next thing we need to do is splice in our Can-Am power harness. And this is only going to fit on one way. And the whole point of running this is just so if you accidentally leave your light bar switch on when you turn the key off, you're not going to keep draining power and run your battery dead. So from that harness, the white wire isn't going anywhere, and that's what you're going to hook into the Can-Am power right here. We need to attach an electrical eyelet to that. So I'm just going to crimp that on. Next step, we need to cut off this heat shrink tubing. Now you can see the colors of the wires. So this middle terminal, that's your number 2 terminal. You're going to install the white wire on there, and it should actually clip into place. On the bottom, you've got the number 3 terminal. You're going to hook your blue wire into that. And then on top, you've got the black wire. That's going to be the number 8 terminal. So that's the standard way to wire up this rocker switch. But if you want to take advantage of the LED for the LED light bar words, what you can do is splice in to the wires you already have. So you're going to splice one wire into the white Can-Am power and then one wire into your ground. And then you're just going to run those. So we're basically connecting terminal 8 to terminal 7 right at the top. So those are both ground. And then terminal 2, again, that's our Can-Am power. We're going to cross that over to number 6 as well. And that way we're going to have this LED on all the time with the key on. And then when the light bar's on, it's going to give you that indication up here. So I'm going to trim back that cover a little bit so we can access these wires. So we've got a couple inches of black wire and our wire tap to tap into this location. And once you're tapped into that wire, you just want to attach a spade connector to the end. And we'll do the same thing with the white wire. Then once you have your wires attached, you can go ahead and reconnect these to your switch. So again, we have the white wire going to number 2, that's clipped in. The blue wire is going on the bottom to number 3, black wire to number 8 on top. The one we spliced from the white wire, so in our case, that's a red wire. In the number 6 spot, and then our other black wire is going to number 7. And before I press this in, I'm just going to verify everything works. And we can reconnect our negative terminal. So that just lit up. Top one's lit up with this on, so we know we're good. So now that we've verified that everything works, we're going to go back through and tie down all of our wiring. And now we can reinstall our covers. Then we can install the seat and mounting hardware and tighten all of it down. And then the hood. And that's how you install the Tusk 12-inch shock tower LED light bar kit on your Can-Am Maverick X3. If you have any questions about the install process, leave those down in the comments below. And if you need to pick one of these up, you can find them on our website. So go snag one up and subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. I'm Charles with Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Thanks for watching.